R.D. Sharma solution of indefinite integrals, class 12. We are taking chapter 19, exercise 19.30. Now in this question, it seems to be having some trigonometric content here, but it will be done like that. There is a new thing or new concept which is to be explored here. So be aware that this is a different kind of question, not matching to what we have done earlier. So we need this cos x dx in the numerator. For that, what we do, we already have a sin x in the denominator. So we'll take t equals to sin x, dt by dx will come as cos x. That means the cos x dx will be equal to dt. This is the first thing. So this integration after taking t equals to sin x will be like this, dt 1 minus sin x whole cube, that is 1 minus t whole cube, and this will be 2 plus t. Now the important thing here is 1 minus t is not just 1 minus t, or it is not 1 minus t square, it is 1 minus t whole cube. For that we have to do some different approach for the partial fraction. So let me write this 1 by 1 minus t whole cube, 2 plus t. And this equals to what? There are 3 powers. Till 2 powers or 1 minus t whole square, a quadratic version, we have already done. But here it's polynomial with the power 3. So it will be a, b, c. For 1 power, 2 power, 3 power. So 1 minus t will be below a, 1 minus t whole square will be below b, and 1 minus t whole cube will be here. Now this is done. So this is what you have to understand in this question. And d divided by 2 plus t is already there. Now let's take the LCM. Now there will be a lot of multiplication you have to do. You have to know the 1 minus t whole cube also. And I hope that from standard 7 to standard 11, you have already done this a, b, c, d, finding the linear equation, the quadratic equation, etc. So the denominator will be 1 minus t whole cube in this case, along with a 2 plus t. So you already have a 1 minus t, so you'll have 1 minus t whole square along with 2 plus t with a. I'm just showing you what will come with a, b, c, d, but I will strongly encourage you to find out this a, b, c, d yourself. I'll tell you the values and take you to that extent where a, b, c, d can be found out. With b, 1 minus t, 2 plus t. With c, it will be 2 plus t. And with d, it will be 1 minus t whole cube. Now what you can do is 1 minus t whole cube can be written as t minus 1 whole cube with a negative sign. That I'll just show you in a while. But let's complete this. On the left, it will be 1 minus t whole cube and 2 plus t already is there. Now you can just cancel these two out, and I hope you'll be able to find out a, b, c, d from this. It's pure algebra which you have already done in the previous classes. There is also one possibility that what t you can put 1, t equals to negative 2, but might be possible you won't achieve other constants. So it's better just to open it up, equate it with the left side coefficients, and then find out the values of a, b, c, and d. So this a, when you'll compute it, a will come as 1 by 27, b will be negative 1 by 9, c will come as 1 by 3, and d will be negative 1 by 27. All these values are going here. A will be replaced by 1 by 27, B will be replaced by negative 1 by 9, C will be 1 by 3, and D will be negative 1 by 27. And then we'll just take these constants outside and we'll integrate them. Integration is quite easy. That already is done by you multiple times in this exercise. Now there one more thing which you can do here. If you want, you can do. If you don't want, it's up to you. It's not a necessity. This question does not demand it, but you can do it just to match the answers in the R.D. Sharma solutions. So 1 minus t, you can write t minus 1. For that you need to have a negative outside. 1 minus t whole square, t minus 1 whole square remains the same. But 1 minus t whole cube, if it is written as t minus 1 whole cube, then you ought to have a negative in front. So the negative for 2 of the terms can come out, and then now you can replace this 1 minus sin x by sin x minus 1 everywhere. If you want, let me re-emphasize, if you want you can do it, but if you don't do it, there will be no deduction in the marks. The question doesn't demands it, only the answer in order to match with the R.D. Sharma solutions, we are doing it. Alright, so 1 by 27 dt divided by t minus 1 now, and I will multiply them later with negative. So 1 by 9 integration of dt, this is negative 1 by 9 dt divided by t minus 1 whole square. Then the third one will be 1 by 3 t minus 1 whole cube, and this will be negative 1 by 27. So I've already done t minus 1 and t minus 1 whole cube. The last term will be this one, negative 1 by 27 multiplied by dt by t plus 2. So 1 by 27 log of modulus of t minus 1. Please remember, t was taken earlier as sin x. So that will be replaced in the latter part. 1 by 27 dt by t plus 2 will be log t plus 2. Now this will be dt by t minus 1 whole square will be negative 1 by t minus 1. So this becomes plus 1 by 9 1 by t minus 1. And this one will be, again, you can just take this t minus 1 whole cube upstairs. It will be t minus 1 to the power negative 3. When you integrate it, it will be x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 kind of thing. So this will be negative 1 by 2 into 3 becomes 6 t minus 1 whole square. Now just change the sign, as I told you that this negative has come out because of this t minus 1 and t minus 1 whole cube conversion. So one only thing is remaining, which is the replacement of sin x in place of t. So I'm writing the final answer, negative 1 by 27 log, it will be sin x minus 1. This will be plus. See, don't confuse yourself with the signature. Sin, the only thing you have to concentrate is that how to do this 1 minus sin x whole cube partial fractions. If you understood that, these signs will not matter. Sometimes it will be negative, sometimes it will be positive. It doesn't matter. The whole idea is to get this 1 minus sin x whole cube as a, b and c divided by a divided by 1 minus sin x, b divided by 1 minus sin x whole square, and c divided by 1 minus sin x whole cube. So this I is finally this one. So if you want to check if you're doing it by yourself, then you need to follow, or you can follow these steps. It's been clearly being shown. And if you want to write 1 minus t, you are good. If you want to write t minus 1, you are most welcome. Next one is 2x square plus 1. In the denominator, if you see, numerator has the power 2, but denominator has the power 4. So you don't need to divide it because the numerator power is way less than the denominator. So 2x square plus 1, for x square we can have a divided by x square. Oh, this is a quadratic equation. Then what to do? So there is a way. So right now the approach we followed, or I told you, is not correct. X square you can put as t, but the question next will be, oh, I have to differentiate it. No, you don't have to differentiate it. See, x square can be anything. It's told to you. I can think of it as a p or a t, right? So I don't have to differentiate it all the time. So just write this t in place of x square. It is just a name, like, you have some name and your house name is different. That's how it's been, because it will become easy. This can be written as a by t plus b by t plus 4, because x square we have replaced by t without differentiation. So this will be in partial fractions, a and b will come, and then you can integrate it easily. But before integration, you have to convert this t again to x square, because x square is just a replacement. It's not differentiation. So this a into t plus 4a plus bt equals to 2t plus 1 on the left. Combine the terms. So a plus b into t, and then we have 4a. Now equate it. A plus b will come as 2 and 4a will come as 1. So a becomes 1 by 4. You can put it here, 1 by 4 plus b equals to 2. So b will be 2 minus 1 by 4. That is 8 minus 1 by 4. 7 by 4 will come. Now put it here in this one. And you need to integrate as well. A divided by t is 1 by 4. And then integration of what? You are not going to write dt or etc. Alright? Because x square equals to t is just a different way you are calling a person. Different name. You're not replacing it actually. You're just trying to know x square as t. So dx divided by x square will be there, because I told you before integration you have to replace t by x square. And next one is 7 by 4. Dx divided by x square plus 4. Now x square, you already know dx by x square is negative 1 by x, so negative 1 by 4x will come. How about this 7 by 4 along with dx by x square plus 4? This x square plus 4 can be written as, because it is a square plus b square type, so x square plus a square type. So 1 by a tan inverse x by a will come, because integration of dx divided by x square plus, in this case you can write 4 as 2 square. So this will be 1 by 2 tan inverse x by 2. 7 by 4 is already there. So 7 by 4 into 1 by 2, so 7 by 8 tan inverse x by 2 plus constant of integration. This is your final answer. Alright, this is the concept here. It's a different kind of question. That's why it was necessary to tell you that questions can be done in this way also. You don't need to differentiate it always. Let me tell you again. I'm reiterating. For example, you have some name like Kavindra, V, some Sayadri, Manindram, but let's call you Mr. Champu. That's the same thing. That's why x square can be written as t. Now this question, only trigonometry is seen here, but once you eliminate the trigonometric content, you will see it will be the most easiest question until now. If you replace t by sin x, dt by dx will be cos x. So this dt will become cos x dx. This is not cos 2, this is cos x. So this integration will become this dt is cos dx. Cos dx is already in the numerator. So this will form dt in the numerator. In the denominator, it will be 1 minus t and 2 minus t. And this dt by 1 minus t and 2 minus t can be written in the form of partial fraction. So this will be like this. You have a divided by 1 minus t, then you have b divided by 2 minus t. Now one more thing, you can have this 1 minus t and 2 minus t change their positions with a negative sign. That means you can have t minus 1, you have to take negative out. I'll show you here because it has to be done earlier. T minus 1 if you take negative, it can be taken out. T minus 2 if you do negative can be taken out. Negative becomes positive. So this will be 1 by t minus 1 and t minus 2. So a divided by t minus 1 plus b divided by t minus 2. Now here we have a and b. So this is integration of, because a and b, if I hope you'll be able to compute. A will come as this value and b will be 1. Okay. So a and b, I hope you'll be able to compute it. You just have to integrate these two. Integrate. This will be log t minus 1 and then log t minus 2 and finally replace it by sin x. So that's why the basic thing I've told you about this question. From here to here you can do it by yourself. There are certain things which needs to be explained, like negative was taken out. So this is quite a self-explanatory solution. This is also a very easy question. It's also straightforward. So you can just refer to this solution if you are doing it by yourself. And there will be some negative 5 and 7 will come. You can just take it inside to the power log a minus log b formula. You can use log a by b. Now this is more easier than the previous one. Now you have understood that x square equals to t you can put, or some p you can put, and you don't have to differentiate it all the time, which we have learned earlier. So 1 by t plus 1 and then t plus 2 can be written. This will be a divided by t plus 1 plus b by t plus 2. Just find a and b, integrate this t, and before integrating you have to replace it by x square because you haven't done any differentiation with x square. Alright, we haven't differentiated it, remember, just given an alias or different name to x square, which is t here. Now 1 by x raised 4 minus 1. So this also has been done. It was just x raised 4 plus 1 previous time, and you just have to multiply numerator denominator by x cube, and the reason was being told to you earlier also. Okay, this question is somewhat different for those who have higher IQ. They know how to do it, but others who would like to understand this question, for the completion's sake, let me tell you that x raised 4 minus 1 can be written as x raised 4 minus 1 raised 4. So you can write it as x square to the power square and 1 square to the power square. And a square minus b square is a minus b into a plus b. A you will take it as x square, b you will take it as 1 square. So x square minus 1 and x square plus 1 come. Now this x square minus 1, that is x square minus 1 square, we can be written as a minus b, a plus b. So x minus 1 into x plus 1. Then you have x square plus 1 here. Now I hope you'll be able to do this, because in the denominator you have 1 by x minus 1, x plus 1 and x square plus 1. And this kind of question was exactly being done, but it was not matching this. You never knew that 1 by x raised 4 minus 1 can be just written as 1 by x minus 1 into x plus 1 into x square plus 1, which can in turn be written as a divided by x minus 1 plus b divided by x plus 1 plus b cx plus d, because it's a quadratic equation, x square plus 1. So x square plus 1. And with this knowledge, you can find out a, b, c, d, and you can integrate. First and second is quite easy. Third one, maybe you have to use this x square plus a square formula. So reference has to be shown to you because we are on the 55th question. So I hope that the previous questions which we have already deliberated and done is now in your mind. And x minus 1, x plus 1 and x square plus 1, if you can change x raised 4 minus 1 to this, the integration becomes quite easy. Now we'll take this question next time. Till then, thank you so much. Have a good one.